Jim Knox is okay after his fall. Let's check in with Jim, and he's downstairs with Gary Pinkel. Jim.
Coach, any concern about your team overlooking Kansas State this week? Getting ready for next week's showdown against Kansas?
Well, K-State's too good. We're not good enough. So this is it's all about this game. They've been focused all week on it, and I think our kids are prepared well, and I just want to play our best football game.
Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
James Johnson and Leon Patton back deep to receive for Kansas State. It's fielded at the 7th. Across the 20 to the 25, out to the 30 goes Leon Patton, the sophomore from Dallas, Texas. 1st and 10 with the ball on the 29, and they'll hand it off. Leon Patton to the outside. Across the 35 to the 37 for Kansas State. 3rd down and 4. Freeman from the shotgun this time with protection.
Oh!
Intercepted. This could be 6. Down to the 15. The interception by William Moore, the junior safety. He leads the team in interceptions, and that is number 6 on the season. Temple moves into the backfield with Chase Daniel, the Heisman Trophy candidate for Missouri. Swings it to the left side. Macklin inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 3. They mark it at the 8. Tony Temple in the backfield. Daniel wants to throw again. End zone. Fires. Catch is made. Touchdown, Missouri.
Macklin again.
Short kick, fielded at the 13. This is Patton, across the 20 to the 35, and brought down at the 43. 3rd down and short. On the ground it goes. There's the 1st down, maybe more. Inside the 10 goes James Johnson. And the ball is loose, and Missouri has got it.
Wow. I'm not sure this one stands, but
they're going to say it's Missouri football.
Yeah, we'll have to take another look.
Down by contact, 6-yard line. 1st down.
So a pickup of 15 for James Johnson, and it's 1st and goal for Ron Prince in Kansas State. Johnson somehow comes up with it as Freeman was falling down. That's a dangerous play there.
I think Freeman had one of his linemen step on him. And the play can at least continue, but Ron Prince says, man, what else can go wrong? Get lineman stepping on my quarterback, get lineman false starting.
Lost a yard on the play. Freeman going for it, and short. Brought down at the 1. William Moore again on the stop for Missouri. Coach Prince hearing it from the home folks. They want to see him go for it. Kick is up, and it is good. Kansas State gets on the board. Good stop by the Missouri defense. And that will change after this weekend, and the Big 12 will have a lot to say in that. This is Macklin from his own 1-yard line. Across the 15 to the outside. Wow. There he goes. Macklin to the 40. Cross midfield. See you later. Jeremy Macklin will have his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon for the Tigers. 99 yards from Missouri. Goodness.
That's a big Mac attack right there. Jeremy Macklin. Wow. Yeah, and after this play, got an interesting deal.
Freeman. Ooh. Almost picked off. Is it?
Saying
and
yes.
They say no.
Oh, no.
Initially looked like he was going to mark it down for the Tigers. They're going to have a conversation about this just to make sure that was almost picked off.
They're talking it over. This one's going to be looked at, it appears.
That's Carl Geddes down there. He says he caught it.
And that's the true freshman.
It's an incomplete pass.
So on the field, they're saying incomplete. Now, Geddes has to get his hands underneath the football. And Jordy Nelson, the ball has split his hands a couple of times today. And that would have been a tough catch. Does he get his hands under it, and does the ground help him? I'll tell you what, that's awfully close. It looks like he gets his hands underneath the football and secures it. I don't think it skipped off the ground. I think he got his hands underneath there, and I think that one's going to be looked at. Did he control it with that right hand?
Review, plays confirmed. Incomplete
They're
pass.
saying that the ground helped secure it. It wasn't indisputable. So always the call on the field is a big deal if it's dicey like that. If it's
Well, for Kansas State, now you have to deal with Macklin yet again. He's back deep to receive from Missouri. Nearly blocked. Beautiful kick from Tim Rayer. Macklin will let it bounce, and it takes a Missouri bounce inside the end zone.
do what they're supposed to do. No mental lapses.
Fake it to Tony Temple, and they'll swing it out to Denario Alexander. They have lost a yard or two on that play, and that's Justin McKinney, who leads their team in tackles for Kansas State. That's number 66 on the year. This prolific offense. Daniel with time, he'll pick you apart. There it is, close to a first down. Will Franklin, a fumble, it's loose, and it looks like Kansas State has got it. They do. Marcus Watts, the senior from Hays, Kansas.
And they have a penalty flag. I think it's going to be on, the penalty is on Kansas State. The early indications are it's on Kansas State. And Ron Prince is out there talking to the officiating crew like, what's that all about?
First down.
Blow to the head of Chase Daniel.
So roughing the passer call. 47 catches this year for Chase Kaufman. Tony Temple with a hole, a big hole. And he picks up about 7 on the play. That's Tony Temple, the senior from Rockhurst High School out of Kansas City.
141 yards rushing last week against A&M, even with his grandmother passing.
Daniel picks up the first down. The catch is made by Tommy Saunders, the junior from Missouri. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and they're rolling again. Daniel out to Macklin. Good open field tackle, and Macklin may have lost a yard on that play. That's Marcus Watts again for Kansas State. Daniel. Pump fake.
Oh, I've got to
That's
call
going to be
that.
pass interference. It's got to be.
No.
And there's no flag on the play as bodies were tied up on the left side.
Boy, I guess the official thought that Gary Pinkel can't believe it. And I guess the official thought that both guys are allowed that spot on the field. Carney is in coverage. And watch Carney out here. And he just gets run over.
Wow.
I mean, and once he gets run over, he takes Kaufman down. So, and Kaufman can't believe it. A double move, and Gary Pinkel's like he grabbed him and took him to the turf.
So it's back to Kansas State. Chris Carney, a sophomore out of Denver, Colorado. 14-3, Missouri. Under a minute to play, first quarter. That's James Johnson with the carry. And a pickup of 4 on the play. Weatherspoon, the sophomore linebacker, leads a team for Missouri, his 97th stop of the season.
Well, that's equivalent, in my opinion, to a takeaway. When you turn it over on downs like that, Kansas State, it doesn't go in the books as a takeaway. It goes taken over on downs, but it's same principle.
Big hole, up the middle.
Wow.
Johnson, 20, 10, touchdown, Wildcats. James Johnson, 66 yards.
Thinking Kaufman got tackled, stop on downs, blocked extra point.
So Rossman misses the extra point, blocked in front by the Missouri Tigers. I think he might have an argument.
I think there's a good shot.
Tony Temple tripped up. Chase Daniel rolls to his left, wants to throw, tucks it under. Daniel across the 30, short of the first down. Missouri will have to punt it away.
I think that's a tough call there, Michael. I agree with you. Oh!
And it's blocked. Kansas State inside the 5. It's a touchdown. Touchdown for Kansas State. The Wildcats, Ernie Pierce. Bad snap.
Yep.
This time a block. Special teams have not been good in this game on either side, and certainly not for the Missouri Tigers. Busted play there.
Second extra point is blocked. Missouri has blocked 2 straight extra points by Kansas State. That could change what happens. 2-point tries and everything else the rest of the game.
The kick will come to Macklin. Bobbles it, drops it at the 10. Sometimes that can work to your benefit. To the outside he goes, and knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Tony Temple checks back in for Missouri. Temple hands it off. And brought down at the 31. That's Denario Alexander.
The receivers without the football are very dynamic. I mean, they do a lot of good things for each other. They run those wide receiver screens and one receiver's blocking for another all the time.
Chase Daniel has a man, and the catch is made inside the 10. And it looks like Macklin again. 2nd and goal from the 8. Got the big man, and that is Martin Rucker. The senior tight end Martin Rucker picks up the touchdown. The only true freshman to lead any team in the country to a bowl game. Wildcats had 7 wins last season. Across the middle, that could have been a first down, in and out of the hands of Deion Murphy.
Murphy let the ball get into his body.
Looking forward to that. Kansas State will punt it away. This is Macklin backing up all the way to his 17. Macklin has already returned a touchdown today, and he's knocked out of bounds near the 35. The market at the 33. 3rd and 5 for Missouri. To the sideline, and they'll say the catch was made. A diving grab by Jeremy Macklin. He does it again. 2 for 4 today. Shotgun. 3rd and 3 for Missouri. Daniel blitz coming, and the catch is not made. A diving attempt by Tommy Saunders, and boy, the heat was coming on Chase Daniel. Missouri showing blitz. Kansas State to run the football, going nowhere. 2 catches, 10 yards. Freeman to throw the football. They set up a screen. Trying to get to the first down marker, and it'll be close. Looks like they picked it up. They are 7th nationally in scoring, 42 points a game for the Missouri Tigers. Freeman on 3rd down. Picks up the first down and then some. Diving across near that 40-yard line is Jordy Nelson. Big first down.
What do you think about it?
That was a gain of 19. This is Leon Patton. And Patton near the original line of scrimmage. Tackled by Sean Weatherspoon.
This kid, he would give a lot of numbers up for 3 or 4 more wins easily.
This is Johnson. Kansas State primarily on the ground. Across midfield near a first down for James Johnson. He's putting together a huge first half for the Wildcats.
And in the pros, he had a big football game for his respective team last week.
Well, we're talking about special teams in this game.
Exactly.
He had a big game special teams wise.
He was very special in his special teams.
You got it. 2nd down and 6. It's a draw. And again, James Johnson near the 30. And another first down for Kansas State. Give him a breather. Now Leon Patton in the backfield for Kansas State. 1st and 10. Freeman to throw. Wide open is the big tight end. Pushki inside the 15 for Kansas State. Freeman will work out of the shotgun. Watch out. Now they set up the screen. Nelson near the 5. They'll probably mark that at the 6. Jordy Nelson. 2nd and 3. James Johnson back in the ballgame. This will be Johnson to the outside, and the Tigers defense strings it out. Good play. Ooh. Little hint. Freeman, end zone. Incomplete. Coverage was Bridges for Missouri. 22-yard field goal attempt. Rossman knocks it through. Kansas State will take the points, and it's now 21-18.
All right, thank you, Dan. Coach, special teams a big factor in the first half. How did you see the first half go?
Well, I think Kansas State's really playing well. I think you give them credit. We've only had 1 drive for a touchdown. The other one was that short one. We got an interception. Get a block punt for a touchdown that we gave up, and we got to play better. No question about it.
How do we do that in the second half?
Well, we're going to talk about some things how we can help the kids. We got to come out, and it's. I knew it wasn't going to be easy.
All right, best of luck, Coach.
1st and 10, first possession of the second half for the Missouri Tigers. Chase Daniel across the middle, his big tight end. He hooks up with him, and that's a first down. The catch made by Martin Rucker.
156 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns.
Tony Temple, big hole. Flag on the play, knocked out of bounds near the 50. A late flag, though, on the play as Ray Cheatham knocked Tony Temple out of bounds. No catches for Chase Kaufman in that first half. That's a key as well if you're on the Kansas State sidelines. Tony Temple across midfield. Lowers his shoulders and picks up the first down as he's wrestled out of bounds by Ray Cheatham. A gain of 11. Another first down for the Tigers. 1st and 10 on the 38 for Chase Daniel in Missouri. Number 5 on the road. Over the middle, there's Macklin again. Breaks through inside the 5. Jeremy Macklin.
How do you lose track of him down the middle of the football field?
A gain of 36. 1st and goal on the 2 for Missouri. Temple dives ahead. Did he get in? Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, you talked about it, Dan, how they responded last week in the 4th quarter when Texas A&M was making it a football game. Here, down up 3 at the half, they're saying, look, we got to make a statement with our first possession of the second half, and they did.
James Johnson and Leon Patton back deep to receive for Kansas State. The bad kick there for Missouri from Crossett, and a marker on the field with 14:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, when you're in a 3-point game, the first drives of each respective team to start the second half are big, big time.
Freeman sets up a screen. That's Patton, and he is brought down by a couple of tacklers. In on the stop was Christopher. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Rayer on his own 45. Macklin calls for the fair catch, and he makes it standing on his own 7. Dave Lapham, Jim Knox, Dan McLaughlin with you. This is Tony Temple. Temple breaks a tackle, across the 20, and brought down at the 25 for Missouri. Chris Carney with the stop for Kansas State.
Big, wouldn't he?
Yes, it would. Play action. Here's Kaufman, his first catch of the afternoon. Knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That is Chase Kaufman, his 48th catch of the season. He's the 3rd leading receiver for the Missouri Tigers.
It is, but his seniors have done a good job of keeping this team focused.
Here's Macklin across midfield to the 45. He's tripped up, dives ahead, and he's brought down near the 42-yard line. Jeremy Macklin had a huge first half.
Make the shoestring tackle. That goes a long way.
Derek Washington, speedster, still on his feet, dives ahead. Looked like he got the first down as the ball popped loose. A little late after the whistle.
Depending on how this rest of this weekend unfolds.
Kansas and Iowa State today. Temple tied up, brought down. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play.
Chase Daniel checking the play, changing it.
Washington in the backfield with him. Daniel with some time, looking, fires towards the end zone. Macklin again, touchdown Missouri.
Oh, man.
44 yards.
The maestro, Chase Daniel, just orchestrating things at the line of scrimmage and then in the pocket as well.
Johnson in the backfield. He had a huge first half. Freeman wants to throw. Looks for his tight end. He's got him across midfield. Jerron Mostrud. First down, Kansas State, pickup of 18. He does have that long touchdown run. Freeman to throw again. Plenty of time. There's the tight end again. Close to a first down. Well, that's the big question.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he retires. I think Les Miles ends up going to Michigan. That's my prediction.
Interesting. Les Miles.
Yep, yep. Ball's out. Ball's out.
Ball is loose, and Missouri has got it. Another turnover charged against Kansas State. Missouri picks up the loose football, and it's Bridges, the junior from Richmond, California. This has been all Missouri here in the 3rd quarter. Chase Daniel buying time again. Now he's going to be brought down, and he loses 5 on the play. Leading 35-18. Shotgun for Chase Daniel. All kinds of time again. Daniel tucks it under. He's brought down. The second time he is sacked in the last 3 plays, and that's Ian Campbell, now with 4.5 sacks this season.
The rush can cause sacks. sacks can cause, pressure can cause incompletion. That time, it was the coverage that ultimately made Chase Daniel take the sack.
Deion Murphy back to receive, almost blocked. Murphy takes it, calling for a fair catch, so he will have it at the 44.
That's a penalty.
That's a flag. That's a penalty on that play.
Little extracurriculars going on, which you would, I guess, anticipate. Senior day, Kansas State getting a little frustrated. And Missouri's starting to get after it, and that's the punter getting a little chippy. How about it? You know, when you get your punter across it.
Doesn't look like a punter, does he?
Everybody's got the big boy pads on in the second half.
5:41 to go, third quarter.
Delay. Receiving team. Fair catch signal was given. Ran with the ball. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 10.
Jim Knox is downstairs on the sidelines. Number 5 Missouri on the road. 35-18 they lead. Across the middle, and he misses his target, Deion Murphy. Macklin on his own 15. That'll drive him back to the 5. He'll let it bounce. It takes a Kansas State bounce and fielded at the 1.
Because Kansas State's coming after it. You're basically on the back line anyway. Do you take the safety and free kick? You've already blocked 2 extra points. Might not hurt you that much.
They get it away. This is Deion Murphy at the 40. Murphy, 35, 30, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds inside the 20.
And it's made a big difference since the bye.
Gain of 3. Blitz coming and knocked down untouched was Sean Weatherspoon.
And Josh Freeman is not happy about it. Josh Freeman right over to talk about you have to see sight adjust on that and you have to break your route off. And here comes Spoon. Weatherspoon's going to come off the edge and he's unblocked. And I don't know what the offensive tackle was doing. He should have at least jammed Weatherspoon, but man, he didn't block anybody. He was looking good out there in space was Lou, but he let Weatherspoon go, and boy, I think Josh Freeman had a right to chew him out as well as receiver for not seeing the blitz for sight adjust on the route.
Loss of 11. 3rd down and 17. Freeman looking end zone and caught. Touchdown, Kansas State. Ernie Pierce. 20-yard touchdown reception for the Wildcats.
And they both control their own destiny. Who's going to step up and finish it?
There's Tony Temple. Tied up by Brandon Balcom. Manu was also in on the stop for Kansas State. Daniel finds an open man near a 1st down. That's Alexander again. Little pitch to Tony Temple. Cuts it up, lowers his shoulder. Across the 35 and brought down at the 37, Tony Temple.
But senior day, home crowd, Kansas State's not going to spit the bit.
Cross it to punt it away. Deion Murphy. Fair catch. Dropped it. And pounces on it at the 20. And that does it. 3rd quarter in the books. 160 yards on the ground. This is Freeman. Spinning out of trouble and finally brought down.
Weatherspoon.
Whew. That's his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Johnson in the backfield for Kansas State. Play action. Freeman in trouble and dropped again. This time it's William Moore. Jim Rayer in his own end zone. To punt to Macklin. Macklin at midfield. Dropped it. It's loose, and it looked like he still was able to pick it up. Here's Chase Daniel out of the shotgun for Missouri. Fires to his sideline. Catch is made. Across the 35, down to the 30. That's Tommy Saunders yet again. Ball on the 30. 1st and 10 for Missouri. Macklin with some room. Macklin. About a step shy of just cutting it up, and he might have had 6. There's a gain of 9. Daniel pitches it to Tony Temple. Bounces it outside. Picks up the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Ball is on the 18 for Missouri. Daniel to the sideline. Chase Kaufman, just his 2nd reception. Still on his feet. forging ahead and near first down for Missouri. 3rd and goal. Ball on the 8. Kansas State showing blitz. They pick it up. And diving ahead, did he get in? Is it a touchdown? It's Tommy Saunders.
Officials ruling his knee was down, and he's short of the goal line.
Just short. Great second effort. High risk, high reward with this offense. 4th and goal. Daniel lofts it towards the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Missouri. Martin Rucker, his 2nd touchdown reception of the afternoon. 3rd down for the Wildcats. Freeman over the middle. That's a first down and a big hit. Pushki, the tight end, picked it up. The ball popped loose, they're saying. And still no whistle, and finally we get one.
Now, during the course of that hit, was the ball taken away? Because he got stood up. I mean, Pushki definitely, he got smoked. Patton worse for the wear. That's a 7-point stance. You have the head on the ground. It's Missouri's football. And Patton's in a 7-point stance. That's the worst stance of them all. Gary Pinkel celebrating another takeaway by his defensive football team.
Van Alexander on the recovery for the Missouri Tigers.
And again, big boy pads being physical. Pushki, boop, stand him up and take the pig. Just wrestle it right away from him.
Alexander's the 5th leading tackler for Missouri out of Columbia, Missouri, the hometown of the Tigers, and that was a big-time pop right there. And I think, Dave, you'd have to say that the running game opened up a little bit of the passing game, too, here in the start of the second half.
No doubt.
Temple, huge hole, across the 30, down to the 25, still on his feet. Inside the 15, Tony Temple.
For both Missouri and
no
Kansas.
Doubt.
These last couple of regular season games are playoff games.
It's a playoff inside the Big 12 when you include Oklahoma.
Yep.
They make it to the championship. Inside the 5, near the goal line, is Jared Perry. 13th catch on the season, the sophomore from Texas. Handoff. This is Temple, and it's a touchdown for Missouri.
You know, you just never know when Missouri is going to explode. Top end speed in about 5 yards.
We'll draw play here for Kansas State. Big hole for James Johnson. He's had a nice afternoon. Just over 5 minutes to play. Freeman to the sideline. We have not called his name very often today. That's Jordy Nelson. And his career coming to a finish at home this afternoon, and he gets a nice round of applause, and he got the loudest ovation as the seniors were introduced on senior day here at Kansas State.
I really think that in turnovers.
Freeman over the middle. The catch is made by Deion Murphy again.
Yeah, and that was Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Texas back in 2001.
So Missouri, it looks like they will take care of business this afternoon. Kansas playing Iowa State. There's that arm strength right there by Freeman.
And Jordy, they combined to take Coach Snyder off the field after his last game victory against Missouri last year.
And right on cue, it's Jordy Nelson scoring what might be his final touchdown at home. And you can go back to the Colorado game in which he pulled back the reins, so to speak. There's the quickness of the man wearing number 1, Jimmy Jackson, for the Missouri Tigers. Chase Daniels' day is through. Chase Patton is in for Missouri. Tigers keep it on the ground. Will they stay inbounds? Yes, they do. That's Derek Washington.
A nice win for the Missouri Tigers. They set themselves up to finish a storybook season.
Missouri 10-1 on the year. They finished this game 49-32 over Kansas State.